Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to round 8 here at the circuit. Paul Ricard for ORL season 11. And taking pole position here is Hypers ahead of Napadovsky. Triton Lehman takes third ahead of Hayes, Brownie, and Matthias Triton. VSR Soren takes 7th ahead of Photon, while MRL Mark takes 9th place. You've got Fabrizio Donoso rounding out the top 10. However, he is starting on the hard tyres. You've got Kalsfer in 11th with Wow in 12th. CRG Stiv takes 13th ahead of Krusix, Kopi, and Etnik. VSR Bird takes 17th ahead of FK Gaming, ARC Paddy, and Ballast Kevin. The last three were unable to set any laps on the medium compound tyres. As you can see with the graphic, Hypers leading the championship with 106 points. Photon in second with 57 points, 50 points down. Napadovsky third with 51. Formula Danny on 46. Hayes on 42. Nameless on 37. Mark on 35. Fabrizio Donoso on 33, Stiv in 9th on 33 as well, and Wow on 26 in 10th place.
And in the Constructors' Championship, we have Mercedes currently in first place with 131 points, then Red Bull Racing with 92 points, Toro Rosso with 76 points, Ferrari with 72 points, Alfa Romeo with 65 points, then Racing Point, Renault, Haas, McLaren, and Williams.
Yeah, and we've got both Mercedes and both Red Bull drivers out today. And we've got both Toro Rossos. We might as well put that out while we are at it. Photon drove really well last time out at Canada, but Hypers are back at the front. And I think he has a 100% record of winning the race when he does start on pole. Here we go then, all the drivers lining up, although some of the drivers in the wrong spot, it would seem. But we are ready to go for the French Grand Prix, and we await the 5 red lights, which don't seem to want to appear. And it looks like we're having a bit of an issue because everyone is lined up. It's just that Hayes' car is a little bit off mark. He's just a little bit. Watch out for the two Williams of Lehman and Matthias as well. Matthias' first time racing with us. And all of a sudden, looking like Williams could do a very good job. Brownie also getting right up in the action in 5th place. But don't forget, everyone from 10th, from below 10th, starting on those fresh, hard tyres. Especially watch out for Calcifer. Very, very quick. In the time trial, currently sitting 6th in the world leaderboards with a fresh set of tyres. Who knows what can happen as the red lights are here. We don't know what's happening with Hayes, but 5 red lights. And the lights are out, and away we go for round 8. It's actually a pretty good start coming through, as apparently Calcifer is leading the race. I don't know what's going on with the graphics, as the two Williams look to slot in line astern. It's a really good start for Triton Lehman, who moves up into 3rd place, and he's going to be looking to challenge Napadovsky round the outside into turns 3 and 4. He'll have to settle for 3rd place, though, as Hayes will slot in right behind. As it's also a great start from Calcifer. He's up into 6th place. So absolutely fantastic stuff. Calcifer always seems to pick up some really good starts. However, he is under pressure from Soren as he's lagging all over the place. And he lags behind Soren as well, who will move back up into 6th place. A very bad start for Brownie. He's down in 16th place. Fabrizio Donoso down into 18th. Wow, also with a bad start, but the lag issues continuing once again for Calcifer. Oh no, Calcifer's left the session. Got a move happening down for 12th place as Brownie going to slide down the inside, and there's a bit of contact forcing Bird out wide, but Bird having none of it. He's going to keep on battling, but he's going to be hung out to dry on the outside and might just dive it back in for turn 15 side by side, but surely Brownie going to get a much better exit. Bird, is he going to slot in behind? No, he's just going to keep it going. Has the DRS available. And heading into turn 1, will he do it? And he actually gets forced out wide. Wheel-to-wheel action between Bird and Brown. And meanwhile, behind Brownie going down the inside, there's more contact, and this is actually going to bring Kopi into the battle. Brownie doesn't care. He just cuts the corner to hold onto this position. Both drivers, I think they're just getting a bit irate with each other. And they're just saying, fine, if you're going to push too fast, I'll just cut the corners. Brownie goes defensive. And Bird forced to slot in. Has to pull out to avoid contact. But can he get the run through turn 11? It's all heating up. He goes down the inside as there's a bit of a lag. And we're going to see Bird locking up. He's just going to cut the corner once again. Side by side with Paddy down the inside. He will go. Paddy, can he find the better exit? Yes, he can. As Stiv loses the back end. And Paddy tries to make avoiding action. Bird will go defensive. Kopi, though, going round the outside. We're going to sit on board with Crew 6 and watch the events unfold as Stiv has left the session as Crew 6 drifts completely wide. Bird and Brownie still side by side as they're making their way up into turn 12. Bird trying to hold it around the outside. I don't think he'll be able to. He's going to get squeezed wide, but he's now got the inside for turn 13. Bakopi with the inside for 14, and he's going to switch right back around as Bird will move up into 13th place time round. Bird will go defensive. Kopi looking for the outside, and brave as you like, will go for it, but he will get squeezed. And now Crew 6 looking to join in the fun as Bird will run wide. Kopi down the inside, and Crew 6 will not follow him through just yet, but he's going to have the double DRS as he looks to get the slingshot out of turn 7. And Kopi under pressure from Bird. The battle just keeps on going on. Ballas Kevin picks up a 3-second time penalty. Crew 6 looking to pick up the position on both of them. Will not be able to make it work as Bird runs wide. Kopi with a better exit. Once again, side by side. Kopi does not have no DRS down this straight. Forgive me. And Bird looking... Let's just keep an eye. Let's see where Hayes will feed at, because this is going to be very, very important. Because he does not want to come out in this battle with Bird and Kopi, who are coming around the final corner as we speak. Here we go. Hayes comes out of the final corner now. And he's going to feed right out into this battle. Exactly where he didn't need to maneuver us. Oh, look at that up ahead. Bird and Kopi almost made contact. Hayes needs to try to find a way through as fast as possible. But these guys do not care. They're battling as hard as they like. They don't care about saving tires. Bird looking for the inside into turn 10. Will make it work. Still side by side though as they make their way into turn 11. Look at Hayes trying to pick up the pieces as you mentioned, Napadovsky into the pit, as is Hyper, Soron and Matthias. The question is, can any of them jump ahead in the stops? We're just going to keep an eye because these guys are going to be coming out right in the battle. As Hypers has been jumped, Napadovsky will take the lead of the Grand Prix with a very quick Red Bull pit stop.
So that's maybe realistic.
Yeah, here we go. They're coming out of the pits, and this is a massive cluster of cars. Insane stuff right here. Oh my god, it's Bird and Kopi. They made contact, and that's the end play goal for Kopi, who comes out in front of Hypers. And I do not know, he's got into Narnia, and he respawns on the track, and Hypers leaves the session. And this is what we were talking about, this three-way battle. 2 tires, but Napadovsky will be going down the inside. Lehman on fresh tires. So actually, Lehman has the provisional lead, or had the lead of the race, but Napadovsky will pick up the position and move up into 4th place. Spotted there, Maku, because Hayes has lost the position to Mark. We talked about Lehman down the inside into turn 11, but holding around the outside. Napadovsky will retain the lead, and this is what Mark wants to see. He can just glimpse the battle going on ahead of him.
And Toden is going down the inside on Matthias.
Down the DRS straight, picks up 9th place. Is very, very close with the DRS. He's going to go for the inside. Napadovsky, can he hold it? He's going to sweep round the outside and will hold on to the position. However, Lehman is going to get the better run out of the bus stop chicane. We've seen him go for moves in this section. And he's right on the tail of Napadovsky through turn 10. He's going to look for the inside into 11. But we've seen Napadovsky hold it before. However, Lehman looking like he's getting a good run. Napadovsky going to be getting forced a little bit wide. Lehman on the outside now for turn 12. He's going to hold it. He gets forced out wide. But he will say, I'm not giving that position back. And he will hold on to the lead.
He's going past Lehman with the DRS on the straight.
Action everywhere as Photon will move up into 5th place. Final battle of the race. Photon right on Hayes' tail and will move to the inside into turn 1. And Photon will move up into 4th place. So job well done. Photon will be taking 3rd after penalties that do come into play. Hayes will be dropping behind Matthias as well. Also, Etnik has 3 seconds of time penalties. So Hayes has 9 seconds more. So we're going to see Hayes drop behind Etnik as well. As Matthias looking for the move on Hayes. Down the inside he goes. But he does overshoot massively as Stiv gets disqualification for not using all tire compounds, but that's because he's ghosting. As Matthias picks up a 3-second time penalty as well.
Liman and Napadovsky side by side.
Yeah.
There we go. The battle for the lead still going on. It doesn't matter though because Lehman has 3 seconds of time penalties and Napadovsky has none. Oh, as Hayes has a bit of a moment, just understeering in. Matthias will be taking 5th place, but Etnik within 3 seconds of the pair of them will jump up into 5th place as Napadovsky takes the win ahead of Triton Lehman. Mark takes 3rd. Photon will take 4th on track. It will become 3rd as Etnik picks up 5th place in the McLaren. Final confirmation of the race results then. Napadovsky takes his first ever win in ORL ahead of Triton Lehman, who picks up his first ever podium for Williams. Photon in 3rd ahead of Mark, who drops down after time penalties. Etnik takes 5th. Matthias in 6th ahead of Brownie, Hayes and Crew 6. Paddy takes 10th ahead of Bird. Everybody else did have disconnections or something along of the sort. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here with our 2nd place man, Triton Lehman. Finally on the podium. How does it feel?
Good, I guess.
Talk us through that race, because you had a really good qualifying session and then you were in that 8-car battle for the lead and you were just lying astern throughout the entire first stint.
Yes, the qualifying was pretty good. There was a lot of time on the table all the time because, yeah, it's not practice session and it's not the place like. It's not the moment when I am perfectly ready for this track. There is still something to improve at each lap, but in qualifying I just made a safe lap. It was a bit far off my PB, but it was still good enough for P3, which was pretty much the thing I wanted, to be in top 4 or top 5 just to keep with the leaders. And on first stint it was way harder than second stint, because when you are third in the DRS train, like the car which is driving in second has the best, and then everyone else has benefits, but not as much as the second one, because the cars in front are closing up to cars in front, and in fact you might be, you might just at lap 7 or something see that you are out of the DRS range. But yeah, P3 was very good still. Then in the pit stops I made an overcut because I've seen people rejoining in traffic, so I just knew that it's not going to work out perfectly for them.
Yeah.
But then yeah, then I went in first, but then Napadovsky overtook me. I didn't want to pick up a fight because I think I already had a 3-second time. Yeah, I had a 3-second time penalty at that point. So I just wanted, to. Hayes was pretty close, like 1.2 seconds behind us. And yeah, like if Hayes would manage to close that gap in, it was over. Or he get up.
Yeah.
He might have got some penalties.
He got like
But
4.
in the RS,
Yeah.
oh yeah, okay, then it wouldn't be so close. But always a pressure, always more cars here, and it's more chances for some crazy stuff going on and incidents as well. So we managed to pull away, and I didn't really disturb Napadovsky. I think we had pretty close pace, so that's why there was no point of switching the cars. If he wanted to lead, okay, I will let him, but I didn't know Mark has penalties, so at the end I just put a little bit of pressure on him just to like make him do faster. If that's not a good word for it, but if somebody is pushing, you push as well, so you basically pick up your pace. And that's what I wanted to do. But then Jeff out of nowhere said that he has a 6-second time penalty, so I just overtook Napadovsky because I didn't know how many warning does he have. So I think I thought like in slipstream and DRTR he might get some, but he didn't get any, and that was really good that he didn't get any penalties in France. That's really impressive. But in the end, I just let him through because there was no point of further fighting, because of course everyone wants to win on track if they can. So basically, any fighting may have resulted in just carnage. And as I had 3 seconds, I didn't know if cars behind Mark have any penalties. So yeah, I chose the way to get safe P2, and I'm really happy with that.
Oh, good job
with that performance.
Maku, do you have any questions?
No, not really. I just did a little quick map, and I think the Williams team is now up in 8th, even before Haas and McLaren, because you, Lehman, and your teammate
Lemon, Lemon.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No problem. That's fine. It's another interesting way of saying my nickname. Like it was Lemon, Lehman. Yeah, like it's a lot.
Yeah,
but that's funny as well.
And you in matches, you achieve 26 points this race. That's nearly twice as much as you have with Williams Racing, and I think you're now in 8th place because from McLaren there was just ethnic driving, and he's a reserve driver, I think. So they didn't get any points, and Haas were in 10th and 9th place with Paddy and Crew 6. And I don't know, are they the both Haas drivers or?
Haas drivers are Hadler and Crew 6. Yeah. So it's only
So
Crew 6
basically
that counted.
Yeah. So Williams is an 8 now.
Well, that's good, but I hope we can get higher out of it. Because 8th place is basically still better than in real life, and we didn't retire because we wanted to save parts for next Grand Prix. That's for sure. But yeah, like maybe we can get, I don't know, 6th, 5th place if we manage to get a good end of the season. Might be hard. I'm not saying that it will be easy, but it's always good to set goals for you that are doable, but also not easy to do. So yeah, I hope we can move up. It's good that we moved up already to, as you say, F place. It's really motivating, but there is still a lot of races to go, and I hope we can manage to jump few constructors.
Well, congrats again on picking up 2nd. Next round is Austria. Just quickly, how are you feeling for that?
Well, I don't have many enemies, but Austria is one of them.
Okay.
Okay. It's
Well, best of luck for Austria, and once again, congratulations for your podium today.
Yeah, congrats from me too.
Thanks.
Right, so that was an interview from your 2nd place man, Triton Lemon. And he picks up 2nd place. Join us again next week, same time, 7:45 p.m. British Summer Time for round 9. at the very short but very fast and exciting Austria. We had our best ever ORL race there last year. You can check that out on the YouTube channel, where we have the full highlights of that race as well. Any final words, Maku?
What shall I say? Until next time.
Until next time, guys, do tune in next week, Thursday, 7:45 p.m. BST. And from myself and Maku, good night and stay fast.